Good morning. In this tutorial we are going to be looking at how we can register the emails we received at HeLP schools on Zoom, and then also join a Zoom meeting. So in this brief presentation, first we are going to create a Zoom account using the @helpschools.net email that you received. As you can see in this image here, I already have done the process of creating myself a Zoom account. Then two, we shall also look at how we can register to join a meeting using the Zoom account. That is the image you're seeing here with the logo helpschools.net with meeting registration. So we are going to carry out all these processes practically, one step after another. But before we go into creating a Zoom account as well as registering to join a meeting, let me remind you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button when you access that website, Charlie's ICT channel. You will find the subscribe button at the top. Kindly click on that subscribe button and click on that button, and you will be a member who is eligible to receive notifications. Okay, let us move to our process of creating the Zoom account. The process of creating a Zoom account requires us to log on to a website, and that website is helpschools.net. But before we can log on to helpschools.net, we need to first load a browser. The browser is a program that allows you to access a web page or allows you to access a website. A website is a collection of as many web pages as possible. So we have very many browsers, and one of the browsers I have on this machine is here, Microsoft Edge. Another browser I have is here, Google Chrome. Another browser I have is here, Brave. I also have Firefox. Let me start Google Chrome because it is a browser that is common to many devices, both tablets, smartphones, as well as laptops and desktops. So I click on the browser, and in the address bar at the top here, I will type the site zoom.us, because we want to first register or sign up to get an account in Zoom, which we shall always use to join our meetings, our lessons. So after typing in zoom.us, we straight away move to this button of signing up for a free Zoom account, which we shall use to enter into our meetings and lessons. So I click sign up, and the first notice I get is for verification to confirm my date of birth. Now this verification is to help us confirm that we are of age and we are legally accepted to use Zoom. Therefore, let me enter my details. That is the month, then the day, and then finally I enter the year. Don't worry, this information is not going to be stored on your computer. This information is not going to be stored on your computer, just to verify that you're of age to use this application. So after entering the date of birth, we select continue. Now at this point is where we are going to enter our email address that we were given at helpschools.net. Please mind the order of your email address. Some of you have your other name coming in first, or your Christian name coming in first, followed by the surname. That could be how you're given your username, your email at helpschools.net. But another format could be starting with your surname followed by your Christian name followed by the @ symbol followed by the domain name. Please type all these instructions as carefully as possible. You will notice that between your surname and the other name there is a period in between. That is how we set our emails. Those who are using 3 names, you might find yourself having to put a period in between the first name, the second name, and the third name. So follow the order of the email that you're given. So after typing your email, move to this button of sign up and press once. So when we press once, we receive a message. That an activation email has been sent. Where has the activation email been sent? The activation email has been sent to the email address you're given at helpschools.net. So I will read the message. Activation email sent. We've sent an email to namlindwa.kathy@helpschools.net. That is how you were registered. It says further, click the confirmation link in that email to begin using Zoom. What does that mean? That means that you have to open another browser. Window and access your email. Then open that email and finally activate that email. And that is what we are going to do next, because we have to find this activation email that has been sent into our email from Zoom. So therefore, I will click on this plus sign in the browser to open a new tab. Once a new tab opens up, I type the domain name, helpschools.net, when I type the domain name for helpschools.net, to access my mail, I need to click on this option, my mail. When I click on the option of my mail, it brings me to a webmail service. And I have to enter my email as I registered it in Zoom. Then I enter the password as well, as I received it from helpschools.net. Likewise, you have to be very careful here. Any wrong information that you enter will lead you into an invalid login. So since I've entered everything, right, I'm directed into my email at helpschools.net. I then quickly select this open button. I then quickly click on this open button. After it opens my email, I notice that in my inbox, I have 2 messages that I have not yet read. One message is from helpschools.net, and then another one is from Zoom. Now, since I'm registering on Zoom, let me double click to open this message. I read through the message. Welcome to Zoom. My email address at helpschools.net. And then the message further says, to activate your account, please click on the button below to verify your email address. Once activated, you will have full access to Zoom meetings and the chat. Indeed, we want to have access to all the Zoom meetings. Therefore, we press once on this activate account button. Once we press once on the activate account button, another window opens up where we have to fill in our first name and last name. So I put in my first name. For example, if that is the first name, I also put in my last name, if that is my last name. And then I also put in a password, not the password that was given at helpschools.net. You're free to use any password of your choice, provided you remember the password. Now, as I'm typing in the password, note the tips that are being given to you. So one of the tips says the password must have at least 8 characters. Please, when you're creating a password, make sure it is 8 characters and above. 2, the password must have at least 1 character in lowercase, and you can see it is saying 1 letter written in lowercase, what we call small letters, ABC. Next, it says it must at least have a number. Then it also says include both uppercase and lowercase letters. So if you follow all the 4 properly, then your password will be accepted. So I'm typing my password, which is 8 characters and above. So you can see I have certified all the conditions of creating my password. So the same password you have written here, must be repeated at the bottom here. So I will repeat it again. In case you think you will forget your password, please write it down so that when you're confirming the password, you are entering the same characters that you put at the top here. So once you have finished entering that password and you've confirmed the same password, you click on continue, so that the process of creating your account is completed. So once the process has been completed, Zoom will ask you to save the password. At this stage, please don't save the password, just click on never. Then further to that, Zoom asks you to invite colleagues, but I would request that you skip this step. So scroll down and you click skip this step, and then Zoom also says test a meeting. At this stage, I will also request that you do not test the meeting, because to test the meeting you have to start meeting now. All I would request you to do is select go to my account. Select go to my account so that you can see details of your account. So another window quickly opens up, another tab quickly opens up. As you can see here, another tab says my profile. That is your profile, you who has created an account on Zoom. So this indicates that you've successfully created an account on Zoom using @helpschools.net email. So all we need to do is let us close all these messages. One message says join a live demo. We are not interested in joining a live demo. Another message says important notice. Read through the important notice, and then after reading through the important notice, close the notice. So I have successfully created an account on Zoom. So at this moment, these are my details for my account, and once this is done, I request you to log out of your account. So you log out of your account by selecting this icon with a head and shoulder, as you can see here. Touch it once, and when you touch it once, you can see you have an account in Zoom clearly created with your user login at helpschools.net. So we sign out. So after signing out, let us come back and close all these tabs. We sign out of all the tabs that have been opened and we close them. We sign out of all the tabs that have been opened. Let us even sign out of our log out of our email. Close it. Close the helpschools.net tab, and then we are back to this tab that says activate the email sent. Now we are ready to join a meeting. So what shall we do if we want to join a meeting? So to join a meeting, first of all, I request you to sign in with your account. I request you to sign in of your account. So I'm already using a laptop of someone who has already signed in Zoom, but now let me also sign in with the details that I've already created. So you can see it already remembers my user login. So I'll put in the password that I registered with, and then I say sign in. So after signing in, I am now ready to join a meeting. So let me look for the link that was sent to me to join a particular meeting where I have to register for joining that particular meeting. So this is the meeting, but before I get to this meeting, I need the Zoom link for that particular meeting. So usually the Zoom links are sent to our WhatsApp groups. So let me access my WhatsApp, go to my group where the meeting link is. Let me go to the meeting group where the meeting link is. So I'm waiting for WhatsApp to load. Okay, it has finally loaded. I go to my group. I access my group where the meeting link is. When I access the group where the meeting link is, I quickly look through the messages to find that meeting link. I quickly find the messages where that meeting link is. So the meeting link is here. I click on this link to join the Zoom meeting. When I click on that link to join the Zoom meeting, I quickly get a message for HeLP schools asking me to enter my details to register for this meeting. The meeting is email registration practice session, and the dates are indicated. Today is 17th November 2021 at 7 p.m. I am invited to join this meeting. So I'm registering early enough so that I can join this meeting. So let me enter my first name. Let me also enter my last name. I enter my email address that I registered with Zoom. I confirm my email address. I registered with Zoom. And finally, I click on the register button. Once I click on the register button, Zoom will quickly check for my details and it will finally send me a message: meeting registration approved, meaning I can attend this meeting on November 17th, 2021 at 7 p.m. It further gives me the meeting ID, so I can join using this meeting ID. And then it also gives me a link, a unique link to me for joining this meeting ID. At this juncture, I would like to mention that once you've been approved to join a meeting, do not share your meeting ID with any other person. The moment you share this meeting ID with any other person, and that person goes into the meeting before you, you'll be locked out of that meeting. I can also cancel this registration by coming to the cancel button so that I don't attend this meeting. But since I'm interested in joining this meeting, I can test this meeting link before 7 p.m. to see whether surely I'll be able to join this meeting. So therefore, let me click this URL and see what happens. So when I click on the URL, quickly takes me to the Zoom where I'm supposed to launch the meeting, and then a message appears: allow this site to open the Zoom link with Zoom meeting. So all I have to do is select open link, and since I'm testing, the computer connects, and then it tells me this meeting is for authorized attendees, but I have to sign in to join. So if I sign in, and then I also enter my password, and then I select optional sign in, that confirms that I am ready at any one time to join this meeting. Because this meeting starts at 7 p.m. that is why I have this message saying please wait for the host to start this meeting. But now I am sure that at 7 p.m. I'll be able to join the meeting once the meeting link is sent to me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the process that we are going to follow while registering to join Zoom meetings and Zoom lessons at helpschools.net. This registration is done once, and the moment Zoom has registered an account with your email at helpschools.net, you can join any meeting link that has been sent to you from now or from the time you successfully register. So once again, I would like to thank you for attending this session. Don't forget to visit that channel. Click on the subscribe button down here so that you receive notifications for more tutorials that will help us to use services at helpschools.net. I sign off and I wish you a good morning. Thank you for listening.